How's it going, guys? It's Anfield here. Welcome to my 9.14 test server video. I'm basically just going to go over the quick things, show you guys a few clips of what you can expect for the upcoming update. Of course, keep in mind this is also the first iteration of the test server, so things may change, but the general content will usually stay the same with some tweaks here and there. So yeah, I hope you enjoy it. Most of the things I'm going to go over include the new sound systems as well as the physics. The physics, a lot of that is old stuff too, which has been tested before, but we're finally going to get it, it seems. So yeah, keep in mind, obviously, this is first iteration of the test, so we'll see what changes. Also, don't shoot the messenger if you don't like the new sounds, because they seem to be quite controversial in terms of some people like them, some people don't. Personally, I like some of them, and I don't like other things. Like the Sixth Sense thing bothers me. It's great that there's a sound, but the sound that it is not great as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments below. Hope you enjoy the video, and hopefully this will be informative for you guys. Enjoy.
Los geht's! Feuererlaubnis erteilt! Wo sind Sie hin? Feuererlaubnis erteilt! Wirkungstreffer! Bereit zu feuern! Wir sind bewegungsunfähig!
So what I'm going to show you here is basically the physics changes, and I'm going to go over it real quick because I had a bit of fun on stream. You can go back and look at those if you want, flipping tanks and things like that. You can now flip tanks over the roof, but what I'm going to show you here is what will be more practical, and that is going over small objects and things like that, such as railroads, as in this clip, shows you how you can go over them without losing any speed. So if you look at the speedometer while I'm going over the railroads, don't lose any speed. And this applies to all sorts of things, you know, like destroying buildings and, you know, trees. Everything that would slow you down typically won't now. And you can also see the handbrake turn, which is pretty cool and will be useful in certain situations as well. Okay, so just before the last thing I show you guys, I just want to put in the IS6 HD model with the FOSH 155 HD model as well, just so you guys can take a quick look at them basically. I have heard that the IS6 was buffed, although I didn't get a proper chance to test it. The FOSH 155 didn't seem to be any stronger armor-wise after the HD model. That was just my perception though. I haven't properly tested the IS6 myself. But I will say that the Foch is moving a lot quicker. I don't know whether that's because of the physics test or simply because they actually buffed the tank. I don't know. Okay guys, so the last thing I'm going to show you here is the changes to Sacred Valley. I also want to use this as a chance just to show you some of the other things that were done to the UI. If you've seen the patch notes, you can see in the minimap, you can see that they changed to add the render distance as well as your spotting distance and things like that. So that's there, which is really useful now. You don't need a mod to see any of that. To be honest, all minimap mods are now pretty much redundant and pointless unless you're using one that you shouldn't be, such as Tree Down or something. In the bottom left, you can see a speedometer was added. It's more aesthetics because you could already pretty much see that. But you know, there it is. So anyway, as you can see up here, the temple area was changed. It was made wider at the back here when it used to be really narrow. So basically this area was made very, very, well, big, I guess is the word. It was just expanded in terms of what you can fight. You can see the bridge was moved here, and there's a ramp either side. No, you can't get into the castle unless you do a lot of boosting with other people. So the ramp's kind of cool. And also if you notice down here that there's a little, well, a big area here that's blocking the line of sight that would usually be there for the TDs. So basically a lot have been done to prevent TDs from shutting down this entire flank by just camping base all game, which I give good props to Wargaming for, because that's a really good update. It allows people to, you know, move up and actually attack rather than be worried that if they move out of the temple they're dead. I'm showing you this bit here. And if you were to come from the way Rockstar just came, instead of the way I came from across the bridge, you would see there's actually quite a lot of cover along there as well. So the bridge was removed over there, which is a nice little update. So if we're going to go back this way, if you were to approach from this side, there's the ramp that leads up here. It's going to be interesting to see whether this is actually something that's used as a fighting area or if it's just used to traverse certain areas. Not sure. I think a lot of it will depend on how, like if you're in a leopard for example, you might be quick enough to get up there and get some shots into them as they come up the 9 line or the 8 line from the base I spawned from. I'm not really sure. I guess you'd have to do a lot of testing, but a lot of this will just all change when the meta develops anyway. Probably just do some crazy things and force things on maps, so we'll see how it develops. So I'm going to go back the other way now. The middle was changed a little bit. It's mostly not really used, and I think if I showed it to you guys, a lot of you would be like, well, I don't really know what's different from that. Because I probably wouldn't, because no one really goes through the middle unless it's the end of the battle things, so you're not really familiar with the area anyway. Okay, so coming from this side, and I'll explain why I don't like this side that much, but I'll show you in a second. So there's the initial thing you can get through the middle, and then here's the second way. Now if you look here, I'm going to shoot it. That is actually one of the ramps up to the little circle area, and that's new. Used to only be able to get it from the other spawn. Now you can get up from both spawns. You can see the little access route here was shut down, and so it's just a continuous thing. Now if you look to your left here, this area was basically lowered. a lot. It's not nearly as steep as it used to be, which I think is probably a good change. So you can see that, you know, you can fight this area, and tanks that are over here can't just shoot you and then back up and be completely covered by the hill. They now have to deal with, you know, the fighting, the brawling. So this little area here, you can see that there's two ways you can get through here now. Now I'm going to show you something, and this is why I don't like what they've done here in this case, because this area gets a nice little point. You can run up here with whatever fast tank you have, whatever medium, and you can shoot right through there. And the other issue is, even if you don't shoot there, you can spot it. And I'm going to show you this little area here, which has always been here, to be fair. But the spotting was a little more difficult before. You can basically come up this little ramp here, and you could do that before, but it looks like they've expanded it a little bit. It's not quite so narrow, and they've also pulled it forward by quite a lot. So you can see here, you could get up to this point, and you can shoot through that. Now, there is no equivalent spot from the other side, which I think is a little unfair, to be honest with you guys. But, you know, it is what it is. I guess, you know, maybe, I don't know, maybe there's, I couldn't see an advantage, but maybe I'm missing something. This little spot looks quite nice. It's kind of big, and you could basically sit up there. I just really hope that it's not used to put TDs in all game. And shut little things down, which is going to be frustrating if that's what it's used for. So that's basically it, guys, in terms of the changes, at least in the fighting areas. I hope this was helpful. I hope the whole video, you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think of the new gun sounds. I know a lot of you won't like them. I know some of you will like them. Let me know why. Let me know what you think of the Sixth Sense sound. Am I crazy, or, you know, I don't like that. A lot of gun sounds and engine sounds I'm okay with. Some of them sound a little bit like they're mowing the lawn or something, but overall I think it's an improvement. So yeah, let me know what you guys think, and thanks for watching the video.